balanced news and severe weather coverage. This is Fox 11 News Good Day Wisconsin.
September 11, 2001, a day of tragedy, pain, and fear. The World Trade Center buildings in New York brought to the ground by terrorists.
From New York City to the Pentagon and Shanksville, Pennsylvania, it's a day forever etched into history.
I can hear you, the rest of the world hears you, and the people who knocked these buildings down will hear all of us soon.
First responders thanked for their heroic service on a day of sorrow and loss.
Thank you, guys.
A day of despair that ultimately brought America together.
Today marks 20 years since that fateful day that changed our nation and the world forever. This is September 11th. You're watching Good Day Wisconsin. Good morning. I'm Gabriella Primus.
And I'm Justin Steimer, and it is hard to believe that it's 20 years since that fateful day. I remember being in high school as a senior in my math class and having a teacher come running in going, "You have to turn on the TV. I can't believe what's happening." No teacher says turn on the television in a class, and the day was just
chills.
It was just one of those days you will never forget.
So many people with memories, and today marks the 20th anniversary since the terror attacks on the World Trade Center and Pentagon. Today the nation remembers those who lost their lives. In the attacks on the World Trade Center, Pentagon, we're looking live at the 9/11 Memorial Site in New York. Today, the nation remembers this somber day in American history. Today, President Biden and First Lady Jill Biden will have a full schedule of memorial stops. First, they'll travel to the 9/11 Memorial in New York. President Biden will lead a moment of silence. Then, Biden will travel to the Pentagon, where the president will participate in a wreath-laying ceremony. Then he'll go to Shanksville, where he'll also lay a wreath.
The President felt it was important to, especially on the 20th anniversary, to remember to visit all three places, especially in those communities, and to the family members of people who lost their lives.
Americans are also gathering to honor the lives of those who died.
Yeah, nearly 3,000 people were killed between the World Trade Center, the Pentagon, and Flight 93 that went down in Shanksville, Pennsylvania. People gathered at those sites yesterday, laying flowers, and held remembrance ceremonies as well as candlelight vigils ahead of the memorial events that are scheduled for today. U.S. Attorney General Merrick Garland held a moment of silence outside of the U.S. Justice Department in Washington yesterday. There he spoke of the survivor tree, which was found in the rubble of Ground Zero.
This Callery pear tree is a descendant of a tree at Ground Zero that became known as the survivor tree after standing through the terror attacks at the World Trade Center. Each year, the National September 11th Memorial and Museum gives seedlings from the survivor tree to 3 communities that have endured tragedy in recent years.
If you're old enough, it certainly is something etched in your brain where you were on 9/11. Fox 11's Charlie Rubeski shares what some people in Northeast Wisconsin remember of that day. We have a special photo gallery on our website, fox11online.com, that takes you back in time to 9/11. You can see images from that day as a stunned nation tried to comprehend what was happening. There's also photos remembering those who lost their lives. Just click within the banner. It's right there on the top of our homepage.